Now class third C. Class third C. Subject GSC. Date 24/11/2020. So we are studying lesson 2, parts of a plant. Lesson 2, parts of a plant. We are studying this lesson, parts of a plant. So page number 9. Now we have to see page number 9. So we are reading this lesson. We have completed the reading of plants. We have completed reading about the root, and roots are usually of two types of root we are going to study today. Once again, about the root, the part below the soil is called the root. We are reading about the root. The part below the soil. The part below the soil is called root. Roots support the plant to stand upright. They do not allow the plant to be carried away by wind or water and provide nutrition to the plant. Roots are usually of two types, taproot and fibrous root. Two types of root. One is tap root and other is fibrous root. Fibrous, you can easily distinguish between the tap root and the fibrous root. You can see the roots of wheat, rice, etc. You also see the root of the mustard. Then you compare them very easily. You can find the difference between the tap root and the in tap root there is one main root. In tap root there is one main root, and from this root many branches arise. This is about the taproot. If you see here, this is the root, bunch of roots. And fibrous root, from one point, a large number of roots originate in such a way, as you have seen in the case of the sugarcane also from the notes, so many roots arises. Suppose these are the nodes, and from the nodes you know that these so many roots are there. In this way, you can find the such type of roots in case of the sugar cane. In case of the sugar cane, you can find such that roots, a large number of roots arising from the nodes. So this is the fibrous root and this is the taproot. So a taproot has one big or main root with many thin branches at its sides. Plants such as gram, radish, carrot, mango, bean, mustard have the taproots. So there is a long list of plants having taproot. There is example given here. Radish, you are familiar to the radish. Carrot, one big root is there, and from which a large number of these small sized roots arises. So plants such as gram, radish, carrot, mango, bean, mustard have the taproots. Now next, fibrous root. Second one, fibrous root. A fibrous root has many. A fibrous root has many thin and bushy roots growing at the base of the stem. Plants such as wheat, maize, rice, onion, grass have fibrous roots. There is a long list of the plants having the fibrous roots. Some plants as wheat, rice, maize, onion, grass having fibrous roots. Now functions of the roots. Functions of the roots. What is functions of the root? Functions. What are the functions of the roots? First, roots hold the plant firmly in the soil. With the help of the roots, plant take the waters and the minerals. So first function is there. Roots hold the plants firmly in the soil. Second, roots suck water from the soil and send it to upper parts of the plants. So plants roots sucks or absorbs water and the minerals from the soil. And so the roots suck water from the soil and send it to upper parts of the plant. This water contains several minerals dissolved in it. These minerals are necessary for the growth of the plants. The next function, roots of some plants store extra food in them. That is why they become swollen and fleshy. So, one more important function of the root, roots roots store the food material. The roots of some plants store the food material. You are familiar with radish, carrot, etc. These are the roots which store the food material. So examples: radish, carrot, sweet potato, beetroot are some among them. We eat these roots as vegetables. Once more, roots of some plants store extra food in them. That is why they become swollen and fleshy. Radish, carrot, sweet potato, beetroot or some among them. We eat these roots as vegetables. Now, next one about the soup. Next time we will discuss about the soup. Thank you. That's for today only.